How are you, my friends? In this video, I'm talking about adding and subtracting fractions. Nice topic. Not many people like it. Well, the basic important rule for adding and subtracting fractions is that one basic important rule, please listen carefully, all denominators, D, I'll call it D, all denominators should be the same. That's the basic important rule. You cannot add or subtract fractions unless you have the same denominator. Now, look here in the box here, if the denominators are the same, that's easy. A over C plus B over C minus D over C. Just add A plus B minus D, all divided by 1C. That's easy. Now, the problem comes if the denominators are different. Please listen carefully. How do we find the same denominator? If the denominators are different, find the least common denominator, which we call it LCD. This abbreviation is very important. Everybody knows in math, we can say LCD, LCD. LCD means the least, write it down please if you don't know it, the least common denominator. So LCD. What is LCD? How to find it? Now we know LCD is the least common, the smallest common denominator. How to find it? Okay, you have to multiply the product. Product means you multiply. See the definition, 2 lines here. The product of each different prime factor. So you have to multiply the prime factors, each one raised to its highest power. Maybe not clear. Again, LCD is the product of each different prime factor. That means you go to the denominators. I will show you many examples now. You go to the denominators, all of them. You try to break them down into prime factors. Prime means simple numbers that can be divisible by 1 and themselves, like 2, 3, etc. And then each one take the highest power. Oh, this is a prime. See, the prime number is a prime number other than 1 that can be divisible by 1 and itself. So the prime numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc. If the number is not prime, it's composite number like 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, etc. So you cannot leave the denominator in a composite number. You have to break it down into prime numbers. I will show you how. Now, sometimes we will have fractions with variables. Before I give you simple examples. See, sometimes you have fractions with numbers, like the one we will do in this video. But sometimes you have fractions with variables, like, look at here, x minus 2 divided by x plus 3 plus 1 over 10x minus 7 over x squared. Not easy. Or a plus b over a minus b plus this one minus 10a over b. So we call these rational expressions. If you need to know how do we add and subtract these are not easy, go to the video about rational expressions. You will find in details many examples. But here in this video, we will emphasize the fractions that are only numbers. Okay, now let's see. Question number 1, denominators are the same. So that's so easy. Look at the question. Perform the indicated operations. Means you can add and subtract according to the question. 4 over 5 plus 7 over 5 minus 44 over 5. You wish all the questions will be like this. but that's not always, unfortunately. So how do we add the first one and subtract? Just look first, look at the denominator, 5, 5, 5, that's easy. Second one, we look at the denominator, 12, 12, 12, easy. You add and subtract only the numerators, again, if the denominators are the same. So this one, the first one, part A, 4 plus 7 minus 44. You see that one, divided by 1, 5 there. 11 minus 38 plus 29, divided by 12. Then what do you have to do? You should know, I think, you simplify the answer, always. So let's see the first one. 4 plus 7 minus 44 will be minus 33 over 5. We cannot touch it. We cannot simplify. Leave it. Now the second one becomes 11 minus 38 plus 29. That will be 2 over 12. You see? Divide by 2, 1 over 6 is the answer. That's the easiest fraction you can see. The same denominators. Now let's move on to see question number 2, where we have the fractions, different denominators. Let me explain, please, here. 7, the first, I have 3 examples here, you can see. 7 over 3 plus 5 over 2. Many people, many students, many math users, they know they multiply 3 times 2. That's correct, but not always. Remember, not always. So the LCD here, 3 times 2, correct, but not always. Just look at the second one before I explain it. 3 and 9. Do we multiply 3 times 9? 27, not correct. So 27 here, the second one, is not the least common denominator. Let me tell you why. Just listen, please. 3 and 2, 3 is prime, yes. 2 is prime, yes. Multiply 3 times 2, 6. Now, how do we add? 7 over 3, you see, I have to make the denominator 6. That's why I found the LCD. See, from the question, LCD, you make the denominators the same. All of them, 6, 6, 6. Okay, how to make the 3, 6 multiply by 2? You have to multiply this one by 2 also, becomes 14 over 6. How to make the 2, 6 multiply by 3? You should multiply this one also by 3. So when you add, you get 29 over 6. Now 7 over 3 minus 5 over 9. 3 is power 1. 9, 3 squared. Because 9 is not prime, remember. 9 is 3 squared. So I take one prime number with the highest power. I don't take 3 power 1, 3 power 2. I take only the highest. So I leave here the second fraction, see 5 over 9. The first one multiplied by 3, 7 multiplied by 3. 21 minus 5 over 9, 16 over 9. Now let's look here. 15 and 9, you cannot, listen please, you cannot multiply 15 and 9. How to find the LCD? Make each denominator prime factors. So 9 becomes 3 squared. Just keep it. 15, 3 times 5. So from the 15, we have 3 power 1. From the 9, we have 3 squared. We take 3 squared. And then 5 is power 1 by itself. We take it. So 3 squared times 5 will be 45. This is the LCD. So in the last one here, we see the LCD is 45. So I multiply the first one by 3 and 3 to make it 45. The second one I multiply by 5 and 5. So it becomes 31 over 45. Now ready for more examples? Yes. Now, again, I'm stressing again with colors here, how to find the LCD. again and again and again and again. The whole aim for this video is to add or subtract fractions with different denominators. That means you have to find the LCD. So LCD, the product of each denominator here, because we have 2 or 3 R prime, yes. But look here, 1 over 25 plus 1 over 30. We cannot multiply. See, we have to break down the 25 into 5 squared. 30 is 5 times 6. So I take 5 squared and 6. So 150 is the LCD, only 150. So again, multiply this one by 6 to make 150. Multiply this by 5 to make 150. So when you add, do you see the simple answer here? 11 over 150 is the answer for this. 1 over 25 plus 1 over 30 is 11 over 150. Let's see more questions. Wow. Question number 3 here, we have 3 parts. I advise you, please, you can pause the video for a little and try all of them, or one by one if you like, and then I will show you each one on a separate slide. So please take a break. Try 5 over 24 plus 3 over 16 minus 1. What will be the answer as a fraction? Then after that, you take 7 over 90 plus 31 over 100. And the last one, 5 over 36 minus 2 over 45 plus 5 over 6. Let's take the first one. 24. See, when I see the denominator is different, I just look, my eyes will go in the denominators, 24 and 16. So I break it down, factor each denominator. This is the meaning of breaking down. Factor, you see, factor each denominator, break it down into prime numbers. 24, what is 24? 3 times 8. What is 8? 2 cubed. You have to make each denominator broken down into prime numbers. Now 16, what is 16? Prime numbers, 2 to the power 4, finished. We take the base 2. Now the LCD, I take 3, so there is 1 3 only. 2 cubed, 2 power 4. What is the highest power? 2 power 4, that's it. 2 power 4 times 3 is 48. So 48 is the LCD. Look here, very nice colors. How did I change this to 48? 5 over 24, I multiply up and down by 2. 3 over 16, multiply up and down by 3. Minus 1, multiply up and down by 48. Now I have all the denominators the same. 48, 48, 48. So 5 times 2, 10. 3 times 3, 9. Minus 1 times 48 is minus 48. When you add 19 minus 48 is minus 29 over 48 is the answer. Okay, I will give you chance to try B, please, if you did not try it. 7 over 90 plus 31 over 100. Please try it on a piece of paper. Break down the 90, break down the 100, find the LCD, change the fractions into the same LCD, and then add, because we have addition. Okay, I think now you finished. Let's see part B. Okay, 90, what is 90? 90, 9 times 10. 9 is 3 squared, 10 is 5 times 2. So I leave 90 here, you see 90? 5 times 2 times 3 squared, 100. 4 times 25, 2 squared, 5 squared. Now I have to compare. 5 and 5 squared, I take 5 squared, the highest power. 2 and 2 squared, I take 2 squared. 3 squared by itself, there is no 3 there, so I take 3 squared. If there is nothing except that number, take it. Now if you multiply, it will be 900. 90 and 100, the LCD is 900, not 9 90,000. So I take the first one, 7 over 90, I multiply by 10 over 10 to make it 900. 31 over 100, I multiply by 9, so that will be 900, and this one 279. When you add 70 plus 279, 349 over 900. I know ugly numbers, but it's better to learn the method. You can put any easy example if you like, and you can try it yourself. You can look at any book. You can go and practice. The important thing is how to find the LCD. Oh, sorry. C. Can you try number C, please? 5 over 36 minus 2 over 45 plus 5 over 6. Find the LCD, add, subtract. We have addition, subtraction, and then the answer will be there, number C. Yes. So if you factor the 36, it will be 4 times 9. 2 squared, 3 squared, 45 is the same, 6 is 2 times 3. So the LCD, I'm going quickly here. The LCD will be 180. So you have to multiply up and down from the question. You see the first one? Multiply up and down by 5. Multiply up and down by 4. Multiply up and down by 30. You get 180 there. 25 minus 8 plus 150, 167. You can go slowly in question number 3. Do it 1 time or 2 times until you learn the LCD method. Let's see question number 4. So nice. There are many numbers, many fractions. Let's see the first one. I think I have mentioned in one of the videos how to do this one. You see this one here, 2 over, see 2 over, this is the denominator 2 over 3. Here we have the numerator 2 over 3 divided by 2. You have to read this one carefully. You see the fraction on the same line as the subtraction. In the second one, we have 2 fractions added. In the denominator, 2 fractions subtracted. Okay, let's do the first one. How? Use this important rule. I wrote it here in yellow. Very important in math. How to divide, here, I'm explaining this one here, the yellow part. How to divide 2 fractions. Leave the first one, A over B, leave it. Multiply by the reciprocal of the second. C over D becomes D over C. So if the number here is 7 over 5, becomes 5 over 7. But look at the trick here. See the first 2, I will make it 2 over 1. Why? To make it similar to this formula. So I make the first number 2 here on the numerator, 2 over 1. You see this 2 down, I make it also 2 over 1. If it is 7, I make it 7 over 1. Now I take the first one here, 2 over 1. You see, apply this yellow formula here, 2 over 1 times 3 over 2 minus 2 over 3 times 1 over 2. So this will be 3 and this will be minus 3. Cancel the 2. 3 minus 1/3. I'll make the LCD now. Multiply by 3 up and down. 9 minus 1, 8 over 3 is the answer. Very nice question. I advise you also to try B, please. You can pause the video, take a piece of paper and pen with a little thinking. Try to find the whole answer here. 3 squared, we know the power here, minus 2 cubed plus 1 over 5 plus 1/2 divided by 1 over 10 minus 4 over 15. Okay, I think now you've finished. Let's see B part. You should get in the final answer minus 27 over 5. Maybe this is a lengthy question. Too many numbers are there, but let me explain. Okay, let's do the powers first. So this one is what? 9, 3 squared is 9, minus 8, 1. And there is another one there, So 2 over 5. See simple fraction? 2 over 5 and 1/2. That's the simple. Now, in the second one, I have 1 over 10. 10 is 2 times 5. 4 over 15, 3 times 5. So the LCD will be 30 there. 5 times 2 times 3. Here the LCD in the numerator is 10. You see, 5 and 2, the LCD 10. And this one, the LCD 30. So 4 plus 5, multiply this by up and down by 2, multiply up and down by 5. So this 9 over 10, that's the numerator. See, the whole numerator is 9 over 10. In the denominator, the same way, minus 5 over 30. Now use this yellow formula in the yellow color here. 9 over 10 times 30 over minus 5. Cancel the 0. Minus, you can put the minus up, you can put it down. It's the same. Minus 27 over 5. Okay, another question with another fractions. Also, nice advice here. You can pause the video, please. Try it on a piece of paper. I have here in the bracket fractions minus another bracket fractions. So add the first or subtract, it's the same. Add or subtract the second, then subtract the last two to get one fraction in the answer. It's very nice to try to learn more. Okay, I think you finished now. Let's see. The value 1 over 12 is the answer. If you get it, then you are excellent. See, the first one, 9 and 4, I multiply by 4 and 9 here to make 36, the LCD. You see, I have minus and minus, minus, minus half, this is plus half. So inside the 36, 18 there. See, the first one, 36, yes. This is 18 over 1 because 18. Multiply by 9 up and down here. So you get 11 over 36 minus 5 plus 9, 4 over 18. You have to multiply up and down by 2 here. See, to make 36. LCD is 36 again. So 11 minus 8 over 36, which is 3 over 36, divide by 3, 1 over 12 is the correct answer. Now, after I finish 5 questions, as usual, I'm leaving some questions with only the answers at the end. So this is practice number 1. This is practice number 2, similar to the one we did. And this is practice number 3, some powers and fractions. You have to find the LCD. Then you find only the answers there so that you can compare. Thank you for watching. I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. And thank you very much.